I want to become a ninja in Brookhaven, but to do that, I have to come here and do one of the hardest tests of all. So now I'm arriving here to do the test. These friends of mine are here too, but now Bob's cousin is looking over here. He said, "Where's Bob? I didn't see him when I was coming here. I think he's not going to come here. I'm here waiting for the teacher, but a person appeared back there. From what I can see, it's Bob. He's arriving here a little late, but he got here in time to do the test to become a ninja. There's only one thing I didn't understand. Why do you two have those clothes?" But now the teacher appeared there and is coming here to start our classes. I'm very sure that I'm going to do well in this. So then he grabbed the sword and hit it here. He said, "Only the true ninjas will be approved. The test will be long." He said, "Whoever thinks they're going to be approved, jump." And you can see that everyone here is jumping, even me. Okay, I stopped doing that. Bob is the only one who's still jumping. I want to know what the tests will be like. He said, "I see that some of you already came prepared. That has a name, anxiety." Big and Bob's cousin really did come prepared already, and anxiety is definitely not good. He said, "Everyone put on these clothes." So now he's going to hand me this box. Perfect, I took it. Great, now I'm like this. And Bob ended up exactly like this. Now we're all following the teacher to find out what we have to do. He's coming here into this hallway and went in here. Our first class is going to happen here, but I'm a little scared of this. Now he's looking over here. He said, "I doubt it's going to be hard, but what if the test is impossible and I simply fail?" Seriously, there's a very high chance of something like that happening, and he completely disagrees. Okay, let's do the test then. I'm arriving here. All of us are sitting here on the chair. "Teacher, tell us what we should do." He said, "This will be the control test. I'm going to put delicious food on each person's plate based on what they like." Okay, that really seems very easy, but did you say it's going to be food that we like? And he agreed. He said, "There's only one rule. You can't eat until it gets dark." Okay, that really seems very easy. Now he's going to deliver Big's food, and Big received this food on the plate. Dude, it's just a cupcake. It's very easy to pass this test. For some reason, Big got scared. "Big, that's just a cupcake." Dude, if I were you, I would pass this test easily. "Teacher, I only have one question. After we receive the food, can we leave here?" And he simply agreed. Okay, so this is going to be easier. Now Bob is going to receive the food, and he received only water. Bob must be the healthiest of all. So now the teacher is going there to deliver Bob's cousin's food. He said, "It's going to be easy." I agree. This is going to be very easy. I'm sure all of us are going to pass, except for Big, because he really wants to eat. Dude, this resistance test is very easy. I'm sure that I'm going to pass this, but Bob's cousin is hungry. I already know who the people are that are going to lose. It will be Big and Bob's cousin. But now the teacher came closer to deliver my food, and he delivered Mexican tacos. Okay, I think I'm going to lose. This is very good. But now he grabbed the sword and hit it here on the floor. From what it looks like, now we can leave. Okay, I'm leaving here because I'm very scared of eating that by accident. But what are you doing? Are you serious that you're fishing the fish from the lake? Bob is simply crazy. I don't even know if you can do that. So now Bob is looking over here. He said, "I only became a ninja to fish." Okay, I can't believe that. Bob really is very weird, but both of them are right here. Okay, I have to talk to them to keep them from losing the challenge. Big, stand up. But he didn't even move. Okay, this is terrible. Big, you have to stand up now. So then he finally stood up. "Big, you can't eat that." He said, "But it looks so good." I know it looks good, but we're going to win this together. We're all going to become ninjas here in Brookhaven, including Bob, who came here just to fish. Now he's back to normal. He said, "Are you serious that he came just to fish?" "Yes, and you can go there too. I'm sure it's better to fish than to stay here." So Big really is coming out here, and now both of them here are fishing. I can't believe that now Big is going to be able to pass the test. Really, everything worked out. Now only Bob's cousin is left. "Look, don't eat that." So then he stood up and simply said, "Okay." Is he seriously not going to eat that anymore? And he simply went to watch television. Bob's cousin is very weird, but now he's looking at me. "Okay, I think I already know what you want. You definitely want to play." And he agreed. "Okay, leave it to me. I'll go after the teacher to see if there's a video game here." Okay, I don't know exactly where he is, and I also don't even know where I'm going to look for him. He could be in any room, but I don't know anything. I don't know if I should be going out here, but even so, I'm coming out here in the front to see if I can find the teacher. Could he be back here? He definitely isn't. I have no idea where the teacher is, but I can see a person in the back. That is the teacher. Okay, I'm coming back here running after him. Apparently, he's in this room. I think he's meditating. Maybe it's not a good idea for me to go in there, but now he appeared here. "Okay, you weren't supposed to have seen me. I was just walking around the house." He said, "Just tell me what you want. I just want to know if there's a video game here. That's my only question." But he grabbed the sword. He said, "Never ask a question like that again. Calm down. It was just a question, just something I was curious about." And now he went back there to meditate. He stays meditating for hours. It seems like that's something ninjas do. I don't know if I have the patience for that, but I'm coming here to talk to Bob's cousin. I'm going to tell him that my mission was a failure and he isn't here. Okay, luckily, the sweet is intact, which is very good. That proves that he didn't lose the challenge. Okay, I'm leaving here. Bob's cousin, what are you doing? He's simply holding this thing, and he's laughing a lot. He doesn't know what this item is for. Dude, hand that to me. Great, he gave me this item. This here is for you to generate wind, like it's a fan, see? This here is very useful. He said, Bob said that this was for fishing fish. But of course it isn't. How does he have the courage to say something like that? And speaking of Bob, where is he? But I can see a person up there in the front who is big, and it seems like all of them are here. Dude, let's go there too, because it looks very fun. So we're going here onto the bridge to get there and see what they're doing. But I'm starting to get hungry. I really want to eat those Mexican tacos. All I have to do is go there and take a piece. But now Big got here. He said, don't give up. Everything will work out. And now even Bob's cousin is getting here. He said, you should give up and just eat already. What are you talking about? Bob's cousin? I didn't expect him to say something like that. Okay, without meaning to, he convinced me not to eat that food. So now we're all coming back here. Really? I didn't expect that, but at least I didn't eat that. He said, Bob's cousin is a genius. He used reverse psychology to make you not eat the Mexican tacos. I don't think he did that. He really wanted me to give up. Now a few hours have already passed, and I can't take waiting anymore. Many here are tired, like Bob's cousin, who fell asleep at this exact moment. The one who's holding up the most here is simply Bob. Even Big is more serious, but now a siren is going off. Okay, time is over. We're going there to eat the food. But Bob is the fastest of all. He passed everyone and is coming up here to the front. It looks like he's very hungry. I was really sure that he wasn't hungry. It seems that I was wrong. Great, all of us are here, and Bob's cousin came in through the other door. I think he didn't know that there was a door back here. So now our teacher finally got here, and he's seeing that we passed. He said, okay, count to 10 and eat everything. Bob's cousin is counting very quickly. Big is also counting here, and now we finally got to 10, and we can officially eat. Okay, now I'm going to eat. And where's my food? Who took my food? But Bob is eating this taco, and Bob's cousin is too. You two simply stole my food. So then he simply switched foods. He said, that's a lie. What are you talking about? You two stole my food. And did the teacher see that? The teacher came closer and took Bob's cousin's food away. Now he came here too and took Bob's water away. He's already punishing the two of them. He said, you two will be grounded for stealing. You're going to sleep outside the house for a week. They got the worst punishment of all. Bob said, it doesn't seem that bad. A few hours passed and all of us are going here to sleep. Now Big got here too and even said hi. Well, these here are our beds and they're very comfortable beds. But while the two of us are sleeping here, they're sleeping out here. I'm sure they aren't very happy, but that's what happens when you steal. He said, isn't this a bit of an exaggeration? The two of them stole my food. I literally ended up with nothing. Even now I'm hungry because I didn't eat anything. So I think all of this is very fair. And the teacher is coming here into this room that apparently is the bathtub. One day, I want to come here too, but my biggest priority right now is being a ninja. Now a few hours have passed, and you can see that they aren't here anymore. Actually, the two of them slept in here. Okay, I'm going to pretend I didn't see that. The right thing would be for me to report it, but I didn't see anything. And now I just woke up, and Big came running. He said, don't leave. We can only wake up after the teacher. Are you serious? But where did you find that out? And now Bob's cousin got there. He said, I read the 50 rules of the ninjas. Wait, I'm a little confused. Which one of you found that out? Was it Bob's cousin or Big? And Bob's cousin is jumping. Okay, if that's true, then tell me all of those rules. But now he's sleeping. Okay, Bob's cousin is very weird. I'm almost sure that he's lying. But are you serious that he told you about that important rule? He said, yes, but he also said that we can't jump 27 times, which I think is weird. Okay, that's definitely very weird. I didn't expect that from him, but now the teacher is coming down here, and he grabbed the sword and is hitting it here on the floor. He hit the floor 3 times. Okay, we all got here. Even Bob stood up, and Bob's cousin came here too. We want to know about the next mission, so now he's calling us. Okay, I'm coming here. I wonder what our next mission is going to be. Really? I'm very curious. He said, today you'll be divided into 2 groups, and you'll do separate missions. Okay, I'm following the teacher to find out what the mission is going to be. We're right here, and we've already formed our groups. Me and Big are going on the same mission. Bob and Bob's cousin are going on the same mission. We're separated. He said, Wheelix and Sigma are Group A. You must infiltrate the criminals' base and steal their protected cargo. Okay, I didn't expect that. Me and Bob's cousin are a group, so now we fixed that. I think we're going to lose this. And now he hit the sword on the floor. Okay, let's go. And you're walking like a ninja. Really? He's already practicing how he wants to be a ninja. But I'm a little afraid of losing this mission, because this literally is worth everything. Apparently, he has this vehicle. Okay, he's actually helping a little. At least we're going to get here to the criminal's base a little faster with this vehicle he has. This is shaking a lot. Do you happen to know how to drive this? So then he stopped right here. Okay, I think he got a little mad because now he let me drive. He said, try driving without shaking. I doubt you can. Now I'm going down the street and I'm actually doing very well. Look, I'm much better than you because I'm not shaking. Literally, I'm not shaking. So I think I won the challenge. But we have to go to the criminal's base. I'm very scared because this base is right up ahead. It's a base that I simply can't get close to. Okay, let's go into this house. I don't know whose house this is, but at least here, we're safe. He said, this house is mine. Wait, are you serious that this house is yours? I had no idea that he lived here, but that's even better. Let's watch that house up ahead. It's full of criminals. They're hiding something in here, and you can see that one of the criminals is here. But now he's coming back here, and he just went down there. I think their treasure is hidden here. Okay, which one of us is going there to get this treasure? He said, we have to steal their cargo quietly and quickly. We're not exactly going to steal, we're just going to borrow it because we're not thieves. Calm down, I'm remembering that. And when Bob's cousin and Bob stole my food, they were punished. So could this be a test to see if we're going to steal their cargo? But Bob's cousin obviously doesn't know. Well, there's a criminal up ahead. I'm thinking about how I'm going to go there. But where's Bob's cousin? From what I can see, he's going up there without me. Okay, I have to go there now. But now that thief got there and is watching who's nearby. But it looks like he saw me. Calm down. I'm not any important person. I was just watching. But now unfortunately, he's coming here. This is worse than it looks. I think he came here because I know too much. And now I'm running here because I can't get caught. He's simply coming after me shooting. Okay, this is worse than it looks. I have to get out of here before it's too late. He got right there and now I'm going to jump over the wall. Okay, now I'm going to jump over this other wall. And I simply escaped in the smartest way. You can see that he's right back there. I'm hidden here. He's even going into the house to find me. Okay, now I'm going to enter this totally secret base. I'm coming in here very carefully to avoid problems. But apparently Bob's cousin is here. Look, tell me why you're crouching? He said, there's someone there. He wasn't alone. I'm looking down here and there's a person here protecting this gold. Bob's cousin, we have to think of a smart way to make him leave here. But he stood up and grabbed this thing. Okay, how do you have that? You shouldn't be carrying something like that with you. But he put it on the ground. Okay, we have to get out of here. I'm simply escaping in the smartest way possible. Really? I escaped like a ninja. How does he have the courage to do that? And now this just exploded. And Bob's cousin is hiding here. But this guy came up here and is looking for where that sound came from. Bob's cousin, go there and get the gold. So then he understood the mission and he went down here to do that. I really hope everything works out here. I have the impression that he's taking too long. Actually, he's up here and jumped with this suitcase. Great, you got all the gold. We're basically thieves, but we're escaping here in our secret vehicle. Really, the mission was completed and we're going back to the base. Look, you did very well on this, but this was very weird. Out of nowhere, he grabbed that TNT. I have no idea why he has that. Okay, we just got back here. And what are you doing? Big, can you tell me what's going on? But he's looking at this river. He said, we're counting how many fish there are in the river. Are you serious that this is your mission? Mine was much harder, but Bob is saying random numbers. I think he's saying the number of fish he saw. Maybe this job isn't so easy. Okay, the two of us got right here, but the teacher appeared behind us. Okay, I turned around here. He said, I see that you passed the mission and recovered my gold. Yes, we passed the mission. And Bob's cousin, you'd better turn around. He still hasn't noticed it, but the teacher is right here. And now he finally saw him. All this time, he hadn't even noticed that the teacher was here. But are you serious that this is your gold? So then he took the gold back and simply agreed. Okay, it's very good to know that. And now they're going out here to see how the fish count is going. There are a lot of fish appearing here, and those two are counting them. Come to think of it, my job was much easier than the job those two had. Because they're still here even now counting how many fish there are here. But the teacher is looking here. He said, when you finish, call me. A few hours passed and we're here having dinner. But they're still counting how many fish there are here. Big is even lying on the ground. Look, the food is incredible. I'm curious to know if I'm going to become a ninja. He said, there's still the final test. Unfortunately, not everyone can pass. And now the two of them just got here. I'm curious to know what the final test will be. I swore that everyone would be approved, but from what it looks like, that's not really how it works. I just hope that I'm not the one who fails. He said, follow me. We're going to do the final test. Okay, we're following him. I'm really scared because we're going up here, literally to the top floor of the house. I think one of us is going to fail. So we're going up here and it looks like there are walls here. We can't go in here. Okay, they opened this door and Big went in here. Okay, I'm coming in here too. And he closed this door. Okay, this isn't very good. The test is individual. We're all waiting here to take this test. Now Big appeared here. Did you pass? That's all I want to know. But it seems that even he doesn't know. Okay, now I have to go in here. I'm obviously going to close this door so they don't see what's happening. Okay, he's sitting right here. Tell me what the question is. He said, this is a vote. Tell me which one of them should fail. Okay, this is worse than it looks. I think they're all good and they deserve to pass. So now he's writing that, and from what it looks like, I can go now. Okay, I'm leaving here. Now it's your turn. Bob's cousin. I hope you make the right decision. So now he's sitting right there and I closed this door now. Now many hours have passed and Bob finally came back here. All of us are here and we want to know who failed and who passed. Only the teacher can tell us that. So tell us now. He said everyone passed. There was only one person who almost failed. Okay, who was the person who almost failed? He said Bob's cousin voted for himself, but I canceled the vote. Okay, that's very good. We all passed the test, and now we're officially real ninjas, and I can't believe that we passed. And guys, if you want to add me on Roblox, all you have to do is become a member of the channel, and I'll add you on Roblox.